Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second season of the University Alliance Cup featuring Valorant. The top 12 collegiate Valorant teams in the Philippines are all here competing to raise the campus torch, a prize pool of over 100,000 pesos, the right to call themselves the best in the country, and scholarships. I'm Juicy Brucey, and here with me today is Yusuke, and we'll be your shoutcasters for today's matches. And I'm Yusuke. Hello.
Hello. How is
Yusuke?
you?
Or
You look
Yusuke?
like Yusuke. It's fine. You gotta say Yusuke.
Yusuke.
You know what I mean?
Alright.
Yeah, you don't want to be like Yusuke. That's too weird to do.
You were about to say something. I look like what? No, I look like I just woke up. Yes, it's like the IMO, the Japanese IMOs. It makes the the eyes
yeah.
bulgy. I don't know why, but I love the feeling. It's so minty, so I'm keeping it. But anyway, here are our schedules for today's matches. First and foremost, we got Tamaros FX versus Viridius Arcus. It's FEU versus DLSU. Coming up next, it's Gearhawks versus Tamaraos. MGS Spades will be against the Mustang Warriors. Tally Tigers Esports Club will be against Valiant Archangels. Golden Eagles this time will be against LG Esports, and Malayan Warlocks will be against Ablation Esports. Yusuke, I want to ask you something. It's like the
What's up?
most hyped match you're waiting for today.
Well, honestly, that Viridius Arcus going up against Tamaros FX, that's gonna be a banger because we already know Viridius Arcus, they are the defending champions. And
Exactly.
Tamaros FX, they honestly took me by surprise. I didn't expect them to be such a competitor in this scene, especially since they're new blood, of course. And their first match was fantastic. They won that. And then, we're starting to see them warm up a little bit. And I want to see what take they'll do with Viridius Arcus. But aside from that, I'm also going to be excited for our LG Esports matchup as well, because the way these guys have been playing, they're on a mission, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of people want to see a continuation of last year's grand finals. Take two for this year.
Take two.
But we'll see, because a lot of these teams are really stepping up. The side of FITA, and they haven't been performing as well, but I feel like they might pop off today. They have to, obviously, for the record. And Teletiger's very surprised for these guys. They've a lot of us were taken by surprise on the casters table here, might I say.
Exactly, and now we have our player matchup. We got the first two players that are really hyped up for our first match for today. For FEU, we got Jude and against DLSU's Susage. With kills.
It's right.
It's 4 kills. It's 26-18. We got Jude here, who is a lot more points higher than Susage. Deaths here, we got Susage who wins. It's 15-16. I don't think that's a good win. Assists, however, we still got Jude with 9. First Bloods is, of course, to Jude still. Combat score is in Jude, however. It's 404. And Econ rating, Jude has the upper hand too, which is 87. Any notable plays from both players, Yusuke, that kind of struck within you?
Well, for Susage, obviously a pioneer player for Viridius Arcus, has played with them since last season, so of course
with Savvy, right?
Yes, and managed to pick up on the habits that they do, especially when it comes to their scrimmages or training. And for the side of Tamaraos FX, since that there's still new bloods here, we're expecting a little bit more from them. But thus far, Jude has been leading the charge. It's impressive how the team has been so coordinated with their plays, and I noticed they don't play super aggressive as opposed to their cousins, I guess, over at FIT.
Yeah.
Cousins. And it's great to see how they have a methodical approach to this. And Viridius Arcus, they are aggressors, might I say, because they already know this, battlefield. But at the same time, comparing their scores statistically, it's still amazing to see how one team can do better, even if their records are somehow a little bit different. So at the end of the day, it's a team game. So regardless of anyone's individual performance, it's amazing to see some of them alleviate here with a combat score of 400. That's insane.
Yeah,
But,
that's true.
yeah.
So right now, it looks like we have seen the player matchups. I really want to know also, what are the inside thoughts of all these players inside the different teams? So right now, let's head on over to a special interview we had from the other players of Tamaros FX and Viridius Arcus. Roll clip.
I'm feeling confident. Like our goal right now is to get as much experience as we can, and hopefully we can defend. We can defend the throne.
we also want to prove na FEU Manila has what it takes to compete in AcadArena. And top priority na goal namin is to have fun and enjoy this very healthy sports community sa Philippines.
All right, so there we go. Those are the 2 cents of both the players that managed to be in this kind of standing. But let's look at the standings of both teams. Tamaros FX 1-2, Veritas Arcos, however, 2-1. And remember, this loss was a major upset from Veritas Arcos last week. From the third day of Alliance Cup Valorant. It's because Veritas Arcos lost to USC's Mustang Warriors, and that was one of the greatest upsets from last week. Do you think Veritas Arcos is going to be super damaged about that heading on over to the 4th day? Or are they going to be on a mission mode to, hey, we lost badly in an upset, I think we should do more. We're defending champions. We get put more fuel into this fire. Do you think that would be the case for Veritas Arcos in this round?
Well, honestly, what I love about these players, they're always like happy-go-lucky. So they don't really take the L as like a major upset to them. They just take it as an experience where they go, okay, boys, we didn't have a good day today. Let's do better next time. And that's their mindset. They don't really sink deep into their losses, and they always strive to do better for the next matches. And I definitely have to agree with that loss against Mustang Warriors. Nobody expected that. Even on the caster side, we really expected DLSU to win that one. And I feel like it just crumbled. I feel like it was because of their agent selection, if I were to be honest. But hold on to that thought. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen, for our map picks. We've got Icebox.
Are we hoping Icebox? Oh, there's also Haven. What's with the leftover thought? There's 2, so they might be banning either Haven or Icebox. The thing I really like about Icebox, it's a really aim challenge map, with all the different angles that you have to cover, with really difficult angles too. I think Icebox is one of the best maps to really test out your headshot placements, your crosshair placements, how fast you can react. I think I really want to see a match of Icebox in this round too. How about you, Yusuke?
Honestly, it's the first Icebox we'll be seeing in a while, and I'm happy we don't have to wait for the semifinals or the finals to see this. And I'm excited for their agent picks. That's what I'm looking forward to. And it's confirmed. It's Icebox. That's gonna be great. I really want to see the approach these players take when it comes to Icebox, because of course we do see Icebox being a pick for the Valorant Masters, which I think is still going on until today. And some of the pros already adapted to the playstyle of Icebox. So having it here for UAC Season 2 is going to be interesting. It's the first time we see it, last season we didn't have it, and some people find it fun, some people don't.
I don't find it fun, but anyway, if we are to say this properly, we have seen a lot of players already adjust to Icebox. And for any agent composition, you have anybody in mind, Yusuke? I mean, who are like the agents that should be appearing here in this round?
Well, personally, we talked about this before we started. I'm pretty sure Viper is such an important pick for this map, especially if these players learn those lineups. It's a little bit impossible, honestly, but if you can use the Viper's Pit properly, that's gonna disrupt the enemy. And I'm also looking forward to a Sova, because the lineups for those shock darts, if y'all remember Jesse Sovash with that amazing shock dart lineup to actually win the Valorant Challengers, one of those maps, that was phenomenal. So if we get to see that today, I'm gonna be very impressed, because these boys did their homework.
Hopefully they did. I'm pretty sure they do. But Viper, you did mention Viper. I, for one, have been praying that Viper would be appearing at some point. I want my toxic American girl to appear, but I think this will be the chance that we have now, because here we are. I think somebody's queuing a Viper already. It's both Spacey and Susage. And for duelists, do you think Jet is still a viability here?
Honestly, Jet is perfect for any map, if I'm to be honest, because she's got that updraft and tailwind that just gets her out of danger every single time. We always see a Jet. I think for our agent pick in UAC, Jet was actually the top pick for duelists. So I would be surprised if they get
Jet and Sova. There are 2 agents that are always there.
Right, as I say that though, look at Veritas Arcos. No, they've only got raises.
No Jet?
I think raises are I feel like Raze is a pretty good agent here because especially if you got the opponents crumpled up in A site or B site where they could be in Cubby or Yellow, her ult would be really viable for them. As opposed to like Jet, you know, she's got to pick them off one by one with her knives. At least Raze is like obliterated, and then they're all just bam.
You sound like Raze. Anyway,
I actually high-key do voice acting for them, so if you suddenly hear someone doing a voice line, I'm sorry if I freak you out, but anyways.
For Veritas Arcus though, 2 agents that have not yet been picked in this season. Both Viper and Sky has already made an appearance, and into the 4th day, we're gonna be seeing new agents play already right now, and I'm really excited for that one. Just look at this, baby. It's a really cool hype up video of Icebox prepared to you by our boys at the AcadArena. Thank you so much. Here we go. Tabanos FX. 1 is the 2 is the standing against Veritas Arcus with only 2-1. First match of today. Yusuke, any predictions? Who's gonna win the first round? First round lang, not the whole match. Just the first round here in Icebox. Who's gonna take the first blood round map? I don't know how to say that properly.
Well, usually DLSU loves to take their first 2 rounds here, but yeah, I'm gonna say DLSU. I'm gonna go with them. First 2 rounds.
All right, first 2 rounds, I guess. So that's gonna be DLSU. Yeah, it's true. Also, the pistol round of Veritas Arcus are really, you know, crazy good. So I think that might happen today. 1 more second before things are going through. Susage with a lineup already against his Viper, Jude, playing aggressively over at ramps. Screens, I mean, Jude has to get back. Did tag their Killjoy. Rest of the guys, another headshot there perfectly by Susage. Takes down Rainsy over at mid. And that's 2. And that's 1 minus down already for the Tamaros FX. Jude, however, playing very ghastly with his ghost here at A site. DLSU still very, very hesitant to moving forward to any other places of the map. Luffy goes to try to go for the headshot. No tinks whatsoever. The wall will be there. Sees down a turret. We'll get out. A bit decayed. Just a bit. We'll hear footsteps over at mid. The boom bot will go out though. Gotta be careful for both of them. They stack up at mid. They will destroy the boom bot easily and fastly. Page will be there. Headshot by Luffy. Drops the spot carrier also. Nice play there. Spacey moving in forward. Already at A site. Inside will take go for the headshots, but he will land it. Kills the other Viper, and that's Susage down. And Servus on the same spot, looking for it. We'll take it down. Paint shells whip it there too, but Savvy lands the headshot over to Zappy. And DLSU, like you said, will get the first round blood map.
Yeah, for me, they had really good picks there from the get-go. Unfortunately, I believe Susage got shot to the back, but Service was there to pick up the refrag. And that's what I love about the Veritas Arcus, you know, their comms. I'm 100% sure that they're always telling each other where the opponents are. And more often than not, when players playing competitive, they feel a little bit confused, like, how did they know I was there? You kind of... People forget that even the opponent has comms, and it's always great to see the synergy that Veritas Arcus has here. And right now, going for a full push, as you can see here, Juicy.
Nice.
Just aggression right now.
We're paint shell for paint shell, moving in forward. Astura was very aggressive now. There's going to be a shot that will beat off the mark to go for the right clicks. There's a headshot there over to Jet. He got dinked. First, the kill. Joe will take down Goofy. 1v2. Also, will take Rain Z on the other side. Moving forward, to go for the burst with a classic. Raw land the kill. Spacey, the only one remaining for Kamaros. Away with a classic, but no. Grelson says it's over. It's already over. Grelson with the triple kill, landing it here on the second round.
Honestly, Juicy, not surprised that they managed to clinch that one. As you see, it was just a weapon difference there. Just a mismatch, might I say. And going up to round number 3, the side of FEU, they really have to buy those guns. And right now, they have a stack of Phantoms and Vandals. That's going to do them very well. And for Veritas Arcus, they're opting to go for save since, you know, they did purchase those weapons earlier. But it looks like Javi here will be going for the Vandals. So Lone Vandal on that Sky. And so far, they've been working very well here. In terms of their agent picks, you've got that Hawk there trying to gather information.
Removing it.
One of them got blind. Yes, Susage here going forward, and Kitchen has to be careful. And
nice wall.
Perfectly placed.
Savvy will see the Jet over there. The other side just took over the shots, but Grelson. Oh, nice trade. Here we go. Savvy 8K might go for the blinds over at backside here in Icebox. He will blind. Should have every other people. Savvy will get a headshot over to Luffy. Luffy is out. Tabaros FX with only 2 people left. Rainsy has to move in forward from screens. I mean, from ramps. Rainsy, can he get some shots here? We'll try to go for a bit of the peek. We'll see that some kind of bot has been dropped already in that side. Has to be careful with the goes for the headshot, takes down a service. Spacey on the other side too will take down Viper. From away. Spacey takes down Wilson. Wilson will take down Rainsy too. And it's going to be a 1-for-1. Spacey with the snake bite. We'll try to go for the kills. Killjoy, Wilson already moving in forward. A lot of noise being made by Spacey as of the moment. Maybe try to go for ropes. Blind shots from the Killjoy. Spike's already ticking. Gotta be careful though. Wilson goes down. Playing for time. Is it getting more? Try to go. Tagged Spacey perfectly and sends him launching to space.
That's so unfortunate. He didn't hear the drop. That would have been perfect. But, I mean, he was still looking up there. And Wilson with the perfect pick just waited for Spacey to enter his hindsight. And perfect execution again for the side of DLSU here. It's side of Tamaros FX. They're a little bit lost in Icebox. I mean, it is a very tricky pick, of course. Not every player finds it fun. I think some people in the Twitch comments here are a little bit confused on that, but you gotta admit, pro players are starting to like Icebox because of the mix that it adds to the competitive level here. And right now, again, going for an A push, the site is perfectly clear for them, but the FEU trying to swarm them through the back, but it looks like they're changing their mind here. This is a big mistake on them. They don't have anyone ready, but they will be playing for retakes, so anything can still happen here if they play their cards right.
They'll play for the retakes here. Here we go, Jude with a Blade Storm. Tries to peek out mid. It's still a 5-for-5 situation, but quick blocks coming from Veritas Arcus. Zappy here with a Sheriff. Really saving out. Blinded as of the moment by the sky. To go for the headshots, but no. Rico will take the shots here. Still, Service will get it. Only Razy remaining with a frenzy, gets the headshot. Nice play from him, but again, the other Sage will be there with a Vandal shot, takes down Rainsy. Rico with the final kill, landing 4 points over to them.
Yep, and as I said earlier at the start of the round, it was a big mistake leaving that site open. I mean, you gotta at least have that Sage wall stuck between nests there to slow them down even a little bit, but they have to know that DLSU, they're the aggressors here, and the only way to tame them is, is to pick them off at least one by one. And with that said, Jude is already prepped with that operator. Hopefully he can get one of them, and that will make DLSU think twice about pushing into A. And Susage here, looks like he's got a lineup for Viper smoke there. That's gonna be very useful. Spacey here with that wall. We'll be destroying that boom bot really quickly. And Servus, good boom bot though to gather some information.
You will not kill my
That's blind shot still. Oh, Wilson will be revived by Rico, but Rainsy will try to go for shots blindingly. Don't look for people who are there. Alright, tries to go for the slow orb. Slowing down the push of Veritas Arcus. They're already moving over to mid. Spacey's still here. He does have the ult. Once they're committed, he can always opt to go and use the ult already. Zappy here. Over at mid. Checking out too if there are other people too. No one blinded as of now. They're already seeing it. Space here is going to be Spencer down. A Service will get the kill. On the other side, however, it's the Sky going to be taking down Viper with him. Also will move in forward over to Kitchen. No one is here as of the moment. As Zappy will be moving forward from Snowman. We'll try to go for the shots, but no. We'll only tag a bit of damage. He just will be there again. Rico with the headshot. Nice no play. On the other side, Wilson over to Kitchen. Takes him down. Takes down Luffy with him to double Ks. 5-0 is the score. DLSU, Veritas Arcus looking very clean right now.
Zappy, oh dear Zappy. Somebody's gotta get back onto Kovac 2.0 and fix that aim. But, again, the side of Veritas Arcus, then and there, they were planning to go through A and then quickly opted to go through B. That's how quick they are in this map, so it's fantastic. They're not afraid to take on this map. And it's looking very well for them. They have to take as much points as they can as attackers, but I wouldn't be concerned for them as defenders. They've got that Killjoy, Sage, and that Viper lineup. It's going to work perfectly well for them. With that said, you've got that very annoying Hawk right now, screeching at the ears of our fellow defenders. Already one down, Rainsy. Lovely get spike down A.
For the ult, Schultz over there, but again, Gwelson will take it down. making sure that there is no other thing that they can do. Alright, here we go. Sausage. Already in backside. It's not moving it forward. It's Zappy, the only one remaining for Tamara's effects. And he's alone in A. And look at this. What a Bucky shot. Savvy 8K. We'll go with the wall bang. Takes down Zappy with him too.
Oh dear, oh dear. I just want to read this comment from Hyron here. He's saying that the archers gotta stop. Tamaros are critically endangered species, and honestly, they really gotta pop off right now. But again, I don't really blame them. The DLSU, they're just on a rampage here. And this side of Tamaros, my only suggestion for them is just try to play it a little bit slow. Maybe try to stack up on a site. That might work well for them, because as soon as one of them gets picked off, it's just like dominoes here.
Here we go. Shots coming in. Grelston very aggressive now. No other as of the moment. Here comes the ore trying to fool people. We can both revealing a service as of the moment. No action whatsoever. It's all a utility wall. Grelston waiting on the backside. Now, camera over to the shell. Jude will take the operator shot perfectly. Takes down right to the backside. Another shot perfectly placed out and the operator's on the wall and slipped by the stage. Savvy 8K. Here comes the ult. Viper spit. Instantly used by the Viper. Sausage should be there waiting perfectly for the people. Rainsy. What's that in the constant over at backside? That's the flag out of the picture. Luffy's already here with a few vandals. Could go for right clicks. But no. This Viper spit is stopping the retake from Max FX. Get Zappy with a 3K. Quick with the defuse. Will there be enough time? There will be.
That was impressive. I mean, you're up against a Viper's pit. The visibility there is almost impossible. And look at this quick replay here. Perfect execution from them though. Went for the resurrect onto Jude. Zappy sees Javi, Sausage onto Luffy, but unfortunately it was a little bit too late there. Rico was swarmed by a couple of those defenders, and as a result, his first point goes to the side of Tamara's FX. That was really great for them. Against all odds, might I say. And looking at our team composition here, DLSU, they're on a sweet cruise right now. They don't really have to rush into anything. They can take their sweet time. They have a lot of room for mistakes, but they shouldn't make too much mistakes. With that said, they're going for a spread here onto the map, as they should. Honestly, they should get as much information as they can. Sausage breaking down that recon ball, really good for him. Manages to not get to see it down. But it's already information considering it broke right now. DLSU slowly creeping into A site. It's working perfectly well for them as they're distracting the rest of FEU here onto mid and B side. And right now, playing a little bit careful here. This is really good for him. They're not really rushing into sides. They're just waiting until everybody is ready to push in. That's what we like about DLSU. And they will be greeted by the Viper's pit up mid, but Javi here, not afraid of anything at all. Perfect flip onto Spacey there. Hawk out to gather more information, but Voice and Cloud denies that. Over here, and goes for the Seekers, trying to get as much information as he can. Susan gets one, Javi gets one, Jude gets Rico down. Only two defenders left. Spike is down, unfortunately, and there we go. Regardless of the spike being planted or not, DLSU wins another round yet again. My, this has been a whirlwind here. I'm really impressed with the Gulson popping off as he should. A Service, even though he is the point duelist here, doesn't really matter because our Sentinels and our Initiator are doing their job as they should. It's just a perfect balance here. And I don't know if they're doing this all-female lineup to commemorate International Women's Month, but regardless, it's working perfectly for him. And for the side of Tamara's FX, as I said, they have to stack. This is what I've been... I mean, obviously, I'd tell them if I could, but they should do their best to stack and play for retake because they have higher chances when they play for retake. With that said, Zappy going with that recon ball. Unfortunately, his gets tagged there. Susage gets the kill onto Jude. Denied ASAP. Lockdown imminent in A side. Again, a free site for the side of DLSU. A Service gets the kill onto Luffy with that operator. Paint shows thrown all the way here in B. Will not be hitting anyone as a majority of the members of FEU right now. We're closing in through mid. It is a complete bloodbath here. Susage manages to get two of them so quick. Zappy left all by himself with a Bucky. I believe he hears the server, but he's gonna perfect flick onto him, ladies and gentlemen. He's gotta get a gun if he wants to clutch this. Oh, that's gonna be so scary for the side of Zappy there. Fortunately, his zaps will not be long enough right now. DLSU is hunting him down. Ooh, how the turntables indeed. You gotta run our little camera or you'll be caught. Manages to get one, almost gets two, but Abby right there. He's finishing the job with a battle.
He's mad.
He's very mad.
Yusuke is mad. He's very mad. He just really wants to shoot people down. Just look at the score. Tremendous from Veritas Arcus. 8-1, 1-8. And it's not been an hour already, just 26 minutes into the game. Just look at these people. I mean, Veritas Arcus, they really want to end the game fast. I'll never expect this performance. 1-8, and what a way to move forward into Icebox, seeing a very different score. 1-8, Yusuke. I think what we talked about a while ago about the fire of Veritas Arcus to win this round really is working out well. It looks like we will have a technical pause from the other side.
Honestly, they should have called this when the round was already 1-6. I mean, the moment they won that first point, they should have called it ASAP. But right now, they can only do so much. It's gonna be intense for their mentally, obviously. A comeback is not impossible, but
Of course.
they're gonna have to win 7 straight rounds here as defenders. And so far, the only chance they've done that successfully is playing on the retake. And they didn't have the numbers for that, but they moved so perfectly. They managed to defeat the DLSU, even if they did have the Viper's Pit. So right now, my suggestion for them is they should stack any of these sites. Because the way DLSU has been playing, if you notice, they move into a site, but they don't 100% commit to it because they still have 2 other members either pushing through yellow or mid just to confuse FEU. And they're completely lost. They're not sure what they should be doing right now. They should probably stack like a 3-2. They could sacrifice mid, but it's a choice they have to make. I feel like they can get the pick easily if they stack at least 3 in A and then 2 in B, and then make DLSU feel like they have an open site. And when they do, go for the retake. Because honestly, Tamarao's FX, they have the tenacity to do so. Obviously, the utilities. I feel like they're just getting a little bit overwhelmed once DLSU starts storming it. But that's just my take on it.
Yeah. Well, that's always our take, but it's I really want to see how these players react already inside the game. I mean, they're the bosses. I think they're gonna be talking to each other. What should we do? Hey, we're already at a bottom right now. Bottom score. And I think it's Tamarao's FX. They really want to take their time. And now, considering that they are the defenders, they must really make sure that they get better scores, like higher scores, so that when they become attackers, they can easily, try and overtake the point system on the upcoming half round. But so far, it looks like Veritas Arcus doesn't want that to happen, as they are really going to be charging full on force here in this first half, in our first round here in Icebox. Operator shot will miss this time. Gwelson will lightly take it out there. Already have the bots placed accordingly to where it is properly used. Showstopper from Gilson, backside, will take down Spacey, not knowing where he is. Rico will be planting already. Savvy 8K will get the blind ready as Service will take down Loopy too, but Ramsey with the headshots over to a Service. Jude, however, will take the operator shot to Savvy 8K. Slow arms will be there, but Jude once again takes down Rico. Looks like that pause is doing wonders for Tamarao's FX. Gwelson on the backside, looking for proper targets this time.
Toxin screen down.
So since with the lineups over at Snakebite, here we go, mate. It's properly working this time. We'll shoot down the second one already. Operator shot by Jude will miss Sausage perfectly this time. But look at this, though. The operator shot from Killjoy will take it perfectly, but another headshot coming in from the Viper will take it down too. Make the 2Ks. Nice clutch coming in from Susage.
That was so close, Juicy. I mean, they almost had it there once they got that kill onto Rico and Javi. Pretty sure they got confident on that, but look at this replay here. Suicide just a one-man show, and another way to prove, you know, Viper very important for this map. But yeah, you can see the lineup. Suicide did his research, and Zappy could not absolutely defuse at all. He got it to half, but his health suffered for it, and that's exactly what Suicide wants. It's like toying with him a little bit, like, you know, little lab rats, little lab mice. Just gets a little bit of my toxins, but like, you know, regardless, Viper very crucial for a map like Icebox, as you've seen. So and Jude here pushed forward. Unfortunately, will not be enough. Luffy is also down so very quickly. Bad push, honestly, for the side of FEU. They probably should have waited for them and played a little bit more perfect. And a Viper's bit yet again.
I love aggression coming in from Tamaros FX, but it's not really working out this time. Look at this, Savvy 8K cleaning up the rest of the backside. Savvy 8K is moving in forward too, looking for people at mid, sees it down, gets a headshot by Spacey though, but Suicide will be there saying, I'm more toxic than you, get out of my map. Boom, take it, 10-1 instantly.
Last round in the half.
Oh, we're approaching halftime.
Wow. It doesn't feel like halftime, honestly, with the scoreline, but
yeah.
Just gotta give a little, one moment. I saw something interesting here. Yes, Just Brock says that Icebox is better in attacking, in my opinion. Bowie TFX. So there you go, Tamrouse. You still have a couple of supporters for you. And, DLSU as well, you know. But it's always great to see the community come together and support their favorite teams. It's gonna be interesting for the side of Tamrouse here on the attacking. I feel like they will be doing better, especially with list here, but it's gonna be complete lockdown with DLSU here. They have the perfect agent lineup for defense. Yeah. So with that said, the service here with that boom bot timing on that play hits Spacey. Wow, that's a lot of health boost already.
Bigger damage, bigger quality too, but Rico Rainsy is there perfectly with the headshot lineup. Take it down. Gwelson on the other side though will take down Luffy. Jude still waiting for his operator shot, but there's no one at A as of the moment but Gwelson. Savvy 8K will cast already his ultimate. Trying to scout where the other players are. Rainsy will take down Suicide on the other side. A service is there. No quick enough reaction to Spacey. Will be there. Oh, Gwelson, the only one remaining, will try to go for Jude. Jude instantly tailwinds away. Will go for the updraft too. Will not able to escape. Gwelson moving in forward. Prime Vandal. Will this be the prime moment for this guy? 1-2 situation right now, as the spike is going to be left at mid. Gwelson will be there. Just has to move in forward.
I got the spike.
Takes down the spike with him. Rainsy. He does have revive. So they can make this into a 1-2-3 situation for them. But remember, Gwelson still at 50% HP. Let's see how it works. Gwelson has to move in forward to A. Can instantly go with the plant. He has 20 seconds. A lot of time too. Healing by Rainsy. Committed. Fake plant coming in from Gwelson. Still checking out the corners. Is it going to work out this time? Goes for the plant instantly. Has to plant it right now, Gwelson. With only 60 HP. What can he do? He can go for the headshot. No, Rainsy with 4 Ks. Takes it down and instantly go with the defuse. Sort of a good way to end the half, I guess. Is it?
Well, great. It's a great initiative for them, obviously, right there. They did have the numbers advantage, so of course, no surprise they got that. Wilson couldn't heal himself. Unfortunately, you know, being a great engineer, didn't manage to concoct any kind of med kit for her. Only got some turrets and alarm bots, but regardless. Didn't really work out for him on that play, but there we go, FEU. That's what they gotta do, honestly. Just pick off DLSU, and they have to play the numbers advantage. And that will definitely grant them the W for this play. And right now, with this scoreline, DLSU going on the defense here. You've got Viper and Raze in sight. Of course, you've got the Sage down there in kitchen. Golson on that Killjoy will be waiting. And Javi right here, going for that blind. That's a really great lineup, honestly. That's a solo lineup, but worked perfectly well on Sky regardless. With that said, the manages to get a little bit of health down. Jude leading the charge with that frenzy. Gonna be working well for him, but that nanoswarm is blocking their plant site there. Ooh, that wall, perfect
nice wall
for him.
Perfectly placed. Rainsy with the plant instantly. But look at this, a service. Really cheeky on the other side. Is taking down a headshot over to Spacey. Rainsy and the rest of the guys approaching from backside. Service there with a flank. Trying to see if any targets. He will go for the blind shots. He will get Rainsy there too, but Zappy will be there. Zappy him out of the round. Jude will be there too. Wilson with a burst kill over to Classic. But the spike defuse. Perfectly played by Viridius Arcus. 2 points away from winning the round, Yusuke.
Right, 1 point left for match point here. And it's looking very grim for the side of Tamarao's FX. I'm not really sure if it's because they're not used to Icebox, or if they don't work well in Icebox. It kind of sounds the same, but what I mean is they've been playing phenomenally well on other maps, and individually they are great players. But in Icebox, they probably don't have enough practice. That's why, as opposed to DLSU, of course, which is why I feel like this is a comfortable pick for the side of Greatest Argus, regardless what side they start on. And it's very evident.
Shock dart. Will land to anybody as of now. Yeah, you were talking about practices already, but these players, it's also hard to practice like in pubs for Valorant because you can't really choose your own maps, especially in like ranked matches. So you gotta adjust as to which map you're gonna be queued in, which I find it really respectable. But looks like they really have to go for scrims if they want to get the better of each map. You know what I'm saying?
Of
Stinger
course,
here.
You don't want to mix in with the randomness of what you pick. But with that said, goes on with the 2K. Down here in mid, they have information as to where the spike is. This can be deadly for our attackers here. As the defenders are doing their utmost best to hold them off. A service with another kill, 4K for Gulson at that. The service stole his ace, but it doesn't matter. They won the round. Match point inside of DLSU. And there we go. Another wonderful replay here. Gets a 2K, secures his spike, perfect on them. Recon ball, they don't care about that.
Nice.
And perfect switch on them.
You're like, oh, recon, yes, you could see us, but you'll never see the bullets coming through your heads. Nice play right there from Gulson. Approaching the backside.
I was surprised that Recon ball didn't hit anybody. They were really funny.
Yeah.
If it tags
It's
someone.
into your head, it tags you, and it stays with you forever. If only friendly fire was odd in this game, Jesus, that would be really hard. Oh, now here goes Heavy. The aggression will not work for Viridius Arcus this time, as both Luffy and Ju will take down the kills. 3 left for Viridius Arcus. A site is more than open this time. The plant site will be there too, but Spacey on the other side will take down our service. And here from the entrance, Rico can maybe go for some kills. But no one is there in backside. He has to be careful. With only a Spectre left in his hand, what can they do? I mean, the spike is perfectly placed by the Sage from Tamarao's FX. Rico can peek. Here's a Viper wall. Has to be very careful. You can see the early shots there, and they will go make this a 2-for-2. Susage will be there. Has the smoke. Poison Orb will be committed, but no, Luffy says, nah, not this time, but the defuse will be there. Is it going to be perfect this time?
Frozen fake! Yeah!
Oh my god!
That's insane! What?
Wow, what a bad way to end the match. No, not like this.
Bros don't fake. Bros don't fake.
Exactly.
Hey.
Okay. Bros don't fake, even with the snake bite. He doesn't care.
That's amazing, my goodness.
She has the antidote, and the antidote for snake bite is to win the round. And there we go, 13-2. What a way to end the series, man. Viridius Arcus with a 3-1, solidly taking down Tamarao's FX, and it looks like Tamarao's FX even unable to show their prowess in this map.
Honestly, that's gonna suck for the side of Tamarao's. They thought they had that locked in. Like, there's no way that Sage is gonna get that defuse. He's got the snake bite. But oh, nah, frozen fake. And I mean, as much damage as that snake bite does, you can't really compare it with let's say Brimstone's Incendiary, which literally sucks the living life out of you so quickly.
Yeah, that's true.
So I mean, no surprise that Rico went for the defuse there. Worked very well for him and to win the round. I honestly, I didn't expect that they would win that round. It was a 5v2,
yeah,
which was crazy. So I mean, just really commendable what Rico did right there.
Yeah, that's true. But anyway, guys, before we take a very short break, the University Alliance Cup wouldn't be a thing without our amazing sponsors and partners. UAC 2021 is powered by Globe Telecom, our official telco sponsor, Riot Games, our publishing partner, Twitch Student, our platform partner, Kovac 2.0 by the Meta, our official aim trainer, and Valorant PH, our community partner. And that was it, guys. Our first game, the highlight match for 4th day of University Alliance Cup, featuring Valorant. Yusuke, are you excited for the next match too? TUPM versus who are they fighting up that time? It's TUPM versus FIT Tamaraos. Maybe this time the FEU's cousin will be doing a slightly more better job approaching the next round later on. Anyway, we'll be taking a very, very short break. Yusuke and Juicy Brucey will be taking a short break.
Dear Mother, Light of the Home.
Dad.
Hey, baby! Greetings, Professor Rodolfo.
May I be absolved
From
Math club tomorrow.
May Globe Virtual Hangouts kasi.
Go and hang out from wherever you are. Just open the Globe One app, choose an event, and click join.
Watch concerts online!